A battle working on summer just to try to earn a dollar. But Lord, I tried to call my baby, I tried to get a date. Sometimes I wonder what I'm gonna do. Lord, there ain't no cure for the summertime blues.
If you really want to go back to one of the early metal bands, you have to look at Mature. Nobody talks about very often because they were kind of a blip on the screen, but they were at one point the loudest, most metallic trio going.
Heavy metal is, of course, in the lyrics of Born to be Wild, which was written by Canadian Dennis Edmonton / Mars Bonfire. He was really talking about that whole experience of, you know, big bikes and roaring down the highway.
For me, my awareness of it came with Led Zeppelin. It really did. That as soon as those guys launched, people started using the term heavy metal. And I knew instantly that that sound was heavy something.
As it is today, probably Deep Purple, you know, because they were the first to have this great big fuck-off PA, you know. And the first to have a lot of pyrotechnics, really.
Actually, the first time heavy metal was ever used was used as about Alice Cooper in Rolling Stone magazine. Rolling Stone magazine was doing an interview with us, I think in 71, 72, 73, something like that. And there was this picture of this giant guy holding me up, and it said, da-da-da-da-da-da-da, it's heavy metal, in quotes.
Every metal band owes a debt musically to Black Sabbath. They were the original.
Indeed. First metal band ever, Black Sabbath.
Every cool riff has already been written by Black Sabbath. Anything anyone else does is just basically ripping it off. You're either playing it slightly different or backwards or faster or slow, but they did everything already.
For my money, Black Sabbath reigns as the first heavy metal band. It was here on the gritty streets of Birmingham, England in 1970 where Sabbath took music to a darker, more sinister place. Most people associate Black Sabbath with Ozzy Osbourne, now known as a reality TV dad. But it was Tony Iommi, Sabbath's guitarist, who is responsible for creating the band's sound and the first true heavy metal riffs.
When I first heard the term heavy metal, I hadn't got the faintest idea what they were talking about, which was many years ago, when I was doing an interview and somebody said, oh, about this heavy metal. And, what? What's that? It just happened that I came up with a sort of music that everybody liked, and when we first started writing riffs, and then Black Sabbath, and Black Sabbath just seemed so different. Those few notes, you know, that sort of said it all, and I thought, God, this is great. We loved it. We loved the vibe. We got your hairs come up on your arm, you know, and it just gave us a great feeling of this is what we're about, you know. The sound being, you know, demonic, it just appealed to us. It appealed to we liked what we were doing. We liked the idea of those evilly sort of sounding riffs.